My name is Aaron Frederick. I'm a Portland area resident. I've been in Maine my whole life. I studied undergrad, have a fine arts degree from the University of Southern Maine, and decided to come back to school after 10 years in the nonprofit sector. And as I cast around, I found the Leadership Studies program, the Master's in Leadership Studies. And it seemed like a great fit for where I'm going next in my life. I have a job currently with a consulting firm out of Cambridge, Mass, doing organizational development work. And the Leadership Studies program neatly fits my needs to take all my experience in the nonprofit sector and try to parlay that into the broader academic principles behind all of the conflict and challenge that I experienced over I gotta say, it's the curriculum, a lot of the literature that we're reading is it's top shelf. It's applying, we're working with Fortune 100 companies in my firm, and a lot of the principles and the practices we're researching in our coursework applies directly to what I'm doing day to day with a firm that's working with the U.S. Forest Service, that's working with BP, that's working with the World Bank. This stuff is totally relevant to real-world application and marketplace. But to do the self-assessment work, to really understand what I'm bringing to the table and how I operate personally and professionally, to so consistently every week take a lens inward and carry that into my work has been really valuable. I'm humbled, we'll say, by that practice. The other applied work that I'm doing, bringing the coursework to my job, is in mapping social dynamics. And so looking at leadership and service as a series of interconnections within a group, and literally drawing pictures of how various constituents in a group focus on a leader, or how the leader communicates to the constituents, the way that constituents communicate to one another, and beginning to build images that help us as leaders and as followers even map the dynamics of our interactions to better understand how we can either feed the functionality of that or maybe be blocking at times. And it's also, for a resident, a very affordable way to get into graduate work. And I have to say, for myself, having been a professional for as long as I have and being in a down economy, I'm being really careful about how I commit to my continued education. And it's a real priority for me to be constantly learning. At the same time, I don't want to break the bank while I'm doing it. And so after having applied to a bunch of, to some very expensive programs, I really decided that what I want is the learning, and that from what I interviewed some of the professors and instructors within this program, and what I found gave me a lot of confidence that this program would meet my needs and be an excellent platform to springboard to whatever might be next in my professional life. To be able to meet my academic requirements in an online community and through the online platform gives me the flexibility to do my work when I have the time to do work, schoolwork. So when I have an hour, when I have a couple hours and I'm not watching Downton Abbey, I can jump online and take care of my responsibilities and my continuing education. And that flexibility is the difference between being enrolled in a master's program right now or not. And so I think it's a great model for anyone who's got a busy lifestyle.